Actually come back to play Era Chaos here, and we are on to chapter 22. So chapter 22 requires you to be at level 84, which I was able to get. And so let's go ahead and play that. Now before we start, there's these little things. Make sure you collect them. I think these were for celebrating St. Patrick's Day. And so, you know, click on them. Sometimes you get some nice little rewards. Anyways, so we had finished chapters 19 through 21. I still can't get through Gion, so I'm still working through that right now, but we're not going to go through that today. Today we're going to go and take a look at chapter 22. This is the area where you're going to be able to get one of the newest heroes, Dracon. So let's go into chapter 22. And let's take a look at how Dracon plays. This is the perfect opportunity to play a brand new hero, and you'll be able to get him if you finish chapter 24. So I'm really looking forward to that, and we get some nice, we get Ice Elemental. So if you don't have that yet, you'll get Ice Elemental, so that's also a really good reward there. So let's go in and start right away. And we're going to be using Dracon for sure, because it's a brand new hero that I don't have. And so we're going to put in the story hero, and I'm going to take a look at the skills, okay? So Dracon, let's see, we'll upgrade monks to enchanters. The prayer upgrades to expert prayer, which then is effective on 2 units, okay? And they also increase the heal. And the mage gets upgraded to enchanter. Her hurricane becomes effective on 2 units. So basically, all of their skills become more buffed. And targets that are blown into the air by hurricane cannot increase their unit damage reduction. Cool. Now, I don't see any universal skills, and so it doesn't look like there's anything that that will help, but you can also get unit damage and unit damage reduction for all friendly caster units by 5%. Cool. And then as far as the spells go, you can clone one of your units. 60% of the unit attack and takes 200% more damage. So it's a little bit more squishier and less powerful, but you can clone a really powerful hero. And we have Frozen Arrow and Lightning Bolt. Cool. So what do we want to do? I think for units, if we can clone, then I'm going to want to try cloning the Angel. Okay. And we're going to have these guys here. And I want to put in Monk as well. So let's put in the Monk here. And look at that. That looks really cool. Monk looks really awesome like this. All right. And I guess what I'll do is I'll keep the fire elemental here as well. And I actually got the fire elemental by purchasing him basically the 70 gems a day option. And I'm finally managed to collect enough to get him. So he's still at 2 stars, so kind of weak, but we're going to try him out right now. So let's see how Dracon works. Now, Dracon is going to be a hero that you can get for free, which is really good. And I have been collecting my universal tokens. So right now, the question I have in my mind is, what should I be spending my universal tokens on? All right, so first thing I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and clone. I'm going to try and clone. Let's see which one it clones. So it cloned another. That's the only thing is I couldn't tell which ones I cloned. I wanted to clone another angel, because I think that would be really cool. So let's try again. Let's try and clone it on the angel. It's okay, so you can see what's highlighted there. And I'm going to put it on the angel, see if I can clone the angel. There you go. So now I got 2 angels on the board. And I think they can all I think they can all revive too. So that's going to be really cool. But I think now the next one I want to do is see if I can actually clone the entire set of units. So let's see if we can clone the entire set of. Yeah, we can clone the entire set of units. Look at that. So you can basically have entire backline there, but that took longer. That took a whole minute and 20. So I think what we need to do is we need to change this up a little bit. We need to get 3 stars. So let's try this now. I think I played this a little bit too. I don't think I need to. I think what I need is I need a bit more damage output, and I need this guy here. So let's try this again. And this time let's focus on knocking him down a little bit faster. I was kind of just really wanting to know what clone is like, and that actually ended up taking too long for us to finish the level. So let's go ahead and try to finish this within 60 seconds now. So the thing that we're going to do is we're going to try to nuke him down. as fast as we can. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and clone these guys. All right, and so what we can do is we can give ourselves a little bit more damage. And the next thing I'm going to clone is I'm going to clone the... I guess I'll probably clone the Storm Elemental. Okay, now these, the rock here, they're the ones that are taking really the longest to take out. So let's try to now see if we can speed this up a little bit. Now with more backline, the hope is that we can take him out faster, but it looks like we're still going to be, we're still not going to be able to take it out in time. All right. So we'll come back to this one. Let's see if we can, let's try this again, because I think that the challenge here is I'm not using units that actually deal too much damage, because I really wanted to play with these guys here. And instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus down here. Right, like these guys are good, but honestly what I need is a little bit more damage right now. So I don't really need a monk here. I don't really need the heal. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the clone to try and clone more damage. Spell damage wise, it's not as impressive as Solmir. So as you can see, I've already had to basically restart this map twice just to get the 3-star, and so it's definitely not a super OP hero from what I can see. Okay, so we're gonna just clear out the front line. Okay, so this is gonna be a little bit faster now. Yeah, so like I think what you want to do is you want to just focus on like your highest DPS units, and then they could really deal a lot more damage. The thing with monk and also archmage is that they kind of take away from your DPS at that point. Okay, so let's see. So we get some Pegasus, nice. All right, so let's move on, and we'll probably keep this team because I also awakened my Pegasus to Silver Pegasus, so I think that'll be better. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and keep this set up here, and I'll just keep cloning the back line. I think cloning the front line is less effective because it takes less damage, so you'll die faster. And I think I cloned originally my Behemoth, and Behemoth just went down right away, and so it's not really the most effective way to play, I don't think. All right, so let's go ahead and now clone. So my Storm Elemental and my Orc really deal the most damage. And you can just see like how much damage you can deal now with this. All right, so if you have some like really powerful backline, that will work really well actually. All right, so the only thing is being able to protect against the magic damage that gets dealt to your backline. And I think this is where the Awakened or the Silver Pegasus comes in handy, because she actually gives some protection as well. All right, so let's go to chapter 22-3. So this is a lot better, and we're gonna go ahead and move to the middle. And this time I'm going to go ahead and clone the Orc. So let's go ahead and clone the Orc and see if that is a little bit better. We could also probably clone the Pegasus, because then Pegasus can also cast protection. So the nice thing about Pegasus is that they can really do a lot of they can deal a lot of damage, and they can also, I guess I'm gonna clone one of the two. I can't tell which one it is going to clone, so I think it just picks one out of the two rather than both of them, and it looks like it cloned the Orc. All right, so we're going to get some DPS from our Orcs, and yeah, so the biggest problem for us is really getting the back line, like damage to the front line. I mean, like getting through the front line will take a little bit of time depending on how strong the units are. So I think the best thing is to use my skills on the front line, right? So to take down their health while the back line continues to shoot them down. I think that works out well. All right, so we got a couple of ogres to deal with. Hey, what's up, Westwolf? How you doing? So I've been holding off on playing through the chapters just so that I could check out the new, check it out on stream. And so I got some time today, so I'm playing through, and of course using Dracon. His skills are actually really cool. He's actually really cool. So I'm trying to decide whether or not to use my universal tokens on him or to get my Soulmere to 4 stars. And so having fun playing with Dracon right now, just trying to figure out the best way to play this. And I actually had a hard time the first couple of times playing through the chapter. First level, couldn't 3-star it quickly enough. And so learned my lesson and taking away the monk. I actually originally had the monk in there because I wanted to see how the monk worked. I gotta say, he looks really cool. The monk looks really, really cool, but didn't really help with the level. So here we go. So we got our 15, no, we got 12 stars right now. So we're going to go for our first siege level, I think. All right, 22-5, Dragon's Breath. Every dragon is born a spellcaster, though most of them tend to rely on Dragon Breath, which is more powerful and direct attack in battle. So I wonder who his nemesis is going to be, right? So my mother prepared a test for me. She used pure crystals to bring to life a group of dragons. My task now is to destroy them. Her power is incredible. She will create some terrible creatures from them. I'm curious who the mother is. Battle to defeat a great dragon, that's the true test. My ultimate goal is to be the world's most famous dragon slayer. Cool. And so, curious who her mother is. I wonder if that's going to be a playable hero that we will be able to see sometime in the future. Because there's actually a lot of characters and a lot of heroes that we haven't seen just yet that are available in Asia, but not available out here yet. So looking forward to those updates. Anyways, how has it been for you, Westwolf? Are you currently taking a break from Legendary? I know that you're not really playing as much. I was just curious if you're still taking a break there. All right, we need to take this. We need to take this down right now, right here. This is gonna take us the longest to get through. Let's go ahead and clone our. Let's go ahead and clone our Storm Elemental again. Why not? I think they can deal some pretty insane damage. Right. So yeah. So we need to get through the Behemoth. That's really the problem. And with 5, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Once again, we don't get through in time. Let's see, so you're doing well. So you've kicked out 14 Matrix players from the Dragon Utopia, but they literally have their whole guild defending prep for Sunday. You and the Matrix, man, you guys have a little thing going on. All right, let's try this again. So what can I do differently? How did I... So the issue is I need to take those guys. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let the Chargers come to me. I'm going to let the Chargers come. I'm going to defend them here. I think the problem here is the Green Dragons. The Green Dragons actually ended up going down last, and that was an issue. I probably don't really even need... Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do this. I need to take these guys out. So we're going to go ahead and clone you, and we're going to start taking out the front line here. Okay. So I think the demons can handle the unicorns just fine. Yeah, our problem right now is really the damage, right? So we need to do a little bit more to take out these guys here. 12 seconds. As soon as we get through the front, I think we'll be fine. No, I think we're gonna miss it. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna quit out right now. So right now the problem is really the time. So I guess you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna change this out a little bit. So instead of using Archmage, right? I don't really need the Archmage, to be honest with you. Like I need better damage dealers. Okay. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna do this instead. You're just going for guild versus guild and the proving grounds and legendary, not really playing the events anymore. I see. This is so this particular event, because I have the team, is actually super grindy. Like I got to level 300 on date 1, and it's basically just been a constant grind fest from that point on. All right, so we've got a 3D as well, so hoping that would help us a little bit with the damage output. Okay. And maybe what we do is we also clone the 3D as well. Okay, 19 seconds. We still need to get through these guys. So come on, let's break through here. Okay. 3. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's crazy. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong here? Probably less backline, huh? Probably less backline, more yeah, I think I need more frontline. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this to take out the back there. My problem right now is I am taking too long to get to the back line. So now I'm going to focus on taking out the chargers on the bottom. And then I'm going to let the chargers go to the back there. So I'm going to focus all of my fire. Ooh, I can even clone my chargers. That'll be kind of cool. So the first thing is, let's go ahead and take out these unicorn. Okay. I'm curious, what if I just went ahead and cloned my chargers, right? So I basically have 3 chargers now. Now they do deal a little bit less damage and they take a little bit less damage. But I'm curious if this will help me take out the backline a little bit faster. Okay, so now that we're here, now let's go ahead and clone this. Okay, so now we're on to the green dragons. Can we do this in a second? 6. No, we're not even at the top dragon just yet. This is crazy. So you've heard mixed reviews from the last event. Some of your guilds like the others. It was the biggest grindfest ever. Yeah, this is a little bit of it is a little bit of a grindfest. I'm kind of stuck on 22.5 because I can't get the 3 stars because I feel like I'm playing this wrong. Right? I feel like I'm playing it wrong because I'm not getting through these guys. This guy right here is proving to be a little bit challenge. So maybe I'll do that. Okay. And okay, let's do that. Because I want to try and take out the behemoth quicker. And earlier, I actually did a clone of my chargers. I think that was a mistake. So let's try this now. Let's try this time with this setup, and we're going to clone. We're going to clone our ogre, orc, I mean. Okay. And see if we can help take down the behemoth. I also brought in my halberdier to try to take out the behemoth a little bit faster. Now let's go ahead and bring you in. Okay. It's taking a long time to take down that behemoth, to be honest. The behemoth is taking too long, and I don't think the halberdier is doing its job, right? Halberdier is taking way too long. I don't have enough DPS at my front line. I'm actually a little surprised at how hard it, how much hard time I'm having right now in getting the. Maybe this is not the right choice. So what should I do here? I think I had you here, and I think I need one more attacker. Or maybe what I do is I bring in over here. Maybe that's what I do. So if I clone my own behemoth, it will have less health and a little bit less damage. And really what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get through this behemoth. And I can see right now that this behemoth seems to be oversized compared to mine. It definitely is on the bigger side. So I think what I'm going to do is... Alright, so I think that's the problem right now, right? I think I need to really try to take up this behemoth quicker. And these guys on the bottom, they're actually causing a bit of a pain for me. Okay. So I didn't block off the bottom, and that's going to be an issue. But let's try and take out the behemoth now. Yeah, you can see like it's taking so long to take him out that... Oh my gosh, I'm failing so badly. Failing so badly here. Let's try one more time and then I'm going to continue. Okay, let's try one more time and then see if we can figure out the right strategy here. So the problem here is my backline was getting distracted. I don't know if this is necessarily helpful. I need to take you out. Okay, so I need to focus fire on him. Okay. And I think I do that by this. And no, I do this, and then I bring in an attacker up top. No, he wasn't doing good. Right now the behemoth over here is super buffed. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to line everybody up here. And maybe this is where I will actually have my... Yeah, I think I'll have the Archmage there because the Archmage actually increases damage in that lane, right? And so I will go ahead and clone my... Yeah, what I'll do is I'll clone my Storm Elemental this way, so they can deal a bit more damage. Okay. And those green dragons, oh man, their skills took out the... Come on, let's go ahead and clone you so you don't die right away. And I think it just clones a single unit. It doesn't actually clone... Oh, that behemoth won't die. See that? Okay. Gonna have to figure out what to do with that behemoth there. We're gonna quit and we're gonna try it. We're gonna go on. I want to finish it and go back to get a 3-star. I want to see the other levels here. So let's go to the 22-6. Only attackers in other lanes. Yeah, I think that's what I need to do. Is I think I need to take away the... I need to take out the defenders. So this is going to go out. I'm going to bring this in here. That is very interesting that, you know, unlike when we used Soulmere. So Soulmere is the kind of unit where it basically just nukes away everybody. But here, I think you actually can't do that. You kind of have to depend on your units to actually do the damage for you, right? So I'm going to clone... here. Okay. And once again, we have a behemoth here, but this one is actually, you know, going down faster. Unlike the one in the siege level earlier, that behemoth just wasn't going down quickly enough. Now, Westwell, you've also played through the chapter, right? So, what did you do to 3-star that particular level? All right. So right now, my problem isn't defeating it. My problem is defeating it in time. Okay. And so, and right now let's see, the damage of Dracon's spells seem to be okay. All right, they seem to be doing okay. Now let's go ahead and clear this out. It's like, yeah, so the problem for me right now isn't that I'm dying, but rather that I'm not getting through the front line quickly enough, right? And so let's see here. Maybe that's what you did. You just put attackers in the lanes and then put chargers in the bottom, or you defended against the chargers using a defense, right? You kind of cheated and you use Sandro for every level except for siege levels. Oh, you got Sandro? Nice. Feels like everyone who is a top level player at this point is using Sandro. And I had the opportunity to play against Devilstone, and he's hard to defeat with Sandro. Have you tried attacking Devilstone yet? How do you do against him? Except for siege levels. Yeah, so that's my problem with the siege level right there. You know, just not being able to get enough damage output. Porgus. How did I defeat Agian? I didn't. I still couldn't take it out. I came close. I came close to the first one. So the first one I was able to get really close by going with all backline units. So what I've done is basically all ranged and all caster units, and I came really close, but I just couldn't get that last bit. I think that my problem is my Solmir is only at 2 stars, and his damage is not quite high enough. Like if I were to use a 4-star Solmir, then I'll be able to deal more damage to him, I think. I think that's the main issue. So yeah, so Gian still remains an issue for me. haven't actually passed it just yet. So thanks for joining the stream. Hope you enjoy. Just going to play through chapter 22 right now, and curious what the level requirement is for 23. Because after finishing 24 is when we're going to be able to get Dracon. And like I said, I'm still trying to decide whether or not I want to actually invest in using my universal tokens to upgrade Solmir or Dracon. Now I know that Solmir got a nerf, right? It basically got nerfed so that its 4-star ability doesn't deal as much damage as it did. Okay, so you basically just used only attacker, right? You used the full fire team attackers in the lanes. Okay, I could try that. I actually got myself a fire elemental, although it's only still at 2 stars. So I'm just waiting to get it to, just waiting for it to be evolved. Luna from the elemental, there's a space missing. Luna from the elemental wants to compete with us. This girl from Anthroth possesses the ability to control fire. I have heard about this girl. She survived a colossal fire, and afterwards she gained the ability to control fire elementals. Now she's in the service of the conflux. It is said that she has learned the most powerful forms of magic. Yeah, Luna's good. Luna's really good. Just can't use her as much anymore because she got nerfed big time. Let's see. So you did the whole chapter easy, but he's totally difficult to. He's a pain for sure. Now, did you pass the first one and then couldn't get through the second one? Because the second Gyan is basically impossible from what I've heard. From many people. Unless you've got like some of the highest, like, but maybe if you have Sandro, you'll be able to get through it now. So, Wessel, did you try going through Sandro? I'm curious if with Sandro it becomes easier to pass that level. Okay, so 217, we should be okay, right? Let's go ahead and clear out these guys. 11 seconds, 9 seconds. Ah, come on. 3, 2, there you go. The first one, okay. So yeah, fire elemental even at low levels is quite powerful. I believe that. Did I lose more than one? Okay, so there's another one I need to do to 3-star again. Man, not as easy as I thought. So I'm gonna go ahead and cheat a little bit because I want to get these 3 stars. Okay. So we're gonna go with you, and we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna go with a free here, and we're just gonna zap everything down. So you're able to take 20% off. That's pretty good, actually. So you must have your units really leveled up. That's really cool. Because against him using Sandro, I basically couldn't do anything. But yeah, like as I was thinking, like I feel like Sandro and Mummy is going to be probably a difference maker in being able to pass Gion. That's what I think. Right, if you have like a really good Necro team, and you have Sandro and also Mummy, you could really lower its defense, and you can give it a really devastating attacks. I feel. If you're currently using Catherine, you focused her from the very start. You need to level other heroes. Yeah, so Catherine is a good all-around hero, I feel, but not as good for sort of like the late game. Like you normally wouldn't see Catherine being used in the top tiers, for example, of Arena, for example. So you still can't get past the second Gion. Sandro didn't help, but your Necro team is weak. I would love to see, like, I think who is it? Is it Follower? Follower, I think, is the one that has, you know, really focused on his Necro team, and you know, got Sandro to 4 stars, and he's got Mummy to 6 stars, and I wonder if with that team, with that setup, will work out well. Dalestone also has a orange +3 Black Knight. Right, that's been awakened a couple times now, and so that unit's really, really strong. Necro basically was very weak for a long time, but with introduction of Sandro, has become much stronger. All right, so we're 22-13, just 3 more levels to go. I feel like the siege levels are going to be the ones that give me a little bit of a headache, but aside from this, I'm just going to go ahead and yeah, we're just going to go ahead and nuke through, because there's a lot of big units here. Like that's the advantage of using Solmir, is that when you have these big units, you can just nuke them down from the back line, and you don't have to worry about it. But like these siege levels, they now have all of these, like these green dragons and rocks like all over the place, and they take some time for my units to take down, actually. Whereas, you know, I can actually use my chain lightning to actually take those guys down much faster, and so that's a big difference here. Even at 2-star, he's really good. So that's like, you know, that's why I'm contemplating whether or not I should just go ahead and invest everything I have into bring him to 4 stars. So Porcus, you're free to play, so leveling goes very slow. So one of the tricks for leveling as a free to play, just, you know, focus on nothing else but getting the tokens from the stores, and don't expand too much. Like, don't use your you know, you can purchase those tokens in the marketplace. I think the next one that you should get, if you don't have him, is you should definitely actually go through. I'm not sure what level you're at right now, whether you've already played through the level that gets you Solmir. He is really, really good to get. Rashka is actually easy to get to 4 stars as well. I feel like Rashka actually might help because it's easier to get these infernal units rather than the castle units. If you're gonna play Catherine though, then you're gonna want to focus all on your you want to focus all on your your castle unit, like pikemen, and also with monk, you want to bring monk into your team definitely, and try to awaken your you want to awaken your pikeman and also your cavalier. So cavalier and pikeman, once awakened, they can be helpful too. So you got Rashka 4 stars, but the skills are still low. Okay, I gotcha. So you bought once, the VIP for one, rest is free to play. So if you got the VIP, then you also have a Firebird. So Firebird also works well with Rashka. Works better with Luna, but Rashka works just fine. So you've awakened both of them, and the calves are just at 4 star. Okay, so you've actually, so being free to play, you're doing pretty well then, unit wise. So with Mummy, Black Knight, White, and Bone Dragon in a Sandro team, yeah, in a really level team, it works really well. Like they basically go through the Kilgore teams so easily. Luna has finally caught up with us. If we want to battle the Crystal Dragon, we must defeat Luna first. Let her see what I have learned throughout my years of travel. Watch out for a firewall. She's recognized by fire conflict. She must possess real power. All right, so let's take a look at this now. And so we're up against Luna, and we got 2 rock here. Okay. I think I want to go attacker here. So let's see, attacker wise, let's go bottom lane, right? And let's go full on attacker mode, and let's go Gawk here. Let's see how this goes. So Sandro's primary skill is boosted by each necro on the unit. Feel up to 6. Yeah, so his skill gets, like, he gets stronger the more necro units there are, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's see if we can go ahead and... well, there goes my fire elemental and my... my fire elemental and my psychic elemental, and there goes my angel. So that didn't work. Doesn't work. All right, so this actually is make it with like the fact that I'm forced to use this unit is now actually making it more difficult for me to pass this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at the replay. Right, so let's take a replay here and let's look at Juan and see how you did. All right, so let's see his setup here. So he actually went top lane and went with 3 defenders here. Interesting. Okay. Did he just go with auto attack? Just went with auto attack. And while cloning the orc seems like a good option. Right? Okay. So let's try this, right? So what I did earlier was I basically said no to all of the defense units. So let's try and see, I need to level up these guys a little bit, right? So let's try and recreate that team. I'm kind of curious, but instead of another defender there, I'm going to bring in I'll bring in this guy here then, okay? And I know that it was orc here. I forgot the other team members. But I think this is fine. Let's go with that. The funny thing is, I don't actually like playing auto, I don't like auto attack as much. So I'm gonna just go ahead and play the game using manual options. Now, who was taken out already? So I think there's probably also maybe a difference in power level here in how quickly he was able to get through the top lane, because I couldn't get through the top lane. And I'm already losing. I already lost two of my units there. Okay, still can't get past that behemoth. So the first point, the first order of things is let's get through this chapter. And let's go ahead and clone some of the guys here. Like, I don't think I have a problem getting through. It just, I'm curious as to why I'm having a hard time even passing this level here with this setup. Okay. So those guys in the back, huh. Wow. My challenge right now is, it feels like Dracon is not that good. All right. Maybe I need to bring a monk here. All right. I'm not sure that I like Swordman here because my Swordman's a little bit weak. Okay. And I think right now the problem is probably like this is probably going to be better. What power level am I? 1,300,000. So if I defeat this chapter, then I will actually show up as having the lowest power for defeating this level. I just refuse to believe that I can't actually pass a chapter level. Like, I can understand not being able to pass some of the extra stuff, but I just refuse that I cannot pass the chapter level with my power here. Have I awakened my monk? You can't awaken monk. I think the monk gets upgraded if you use him along with a Dracon. Let's go ahead and heal here. So let's see. So basically we have all heal. Okay, we have lots of heal now. So with the change to bringing monk made a little bit of difference here. So we can actually pass the level, but we won't be able to 3-star it. That's the thing. Right. So I might need to go in a different direction. Okay. So battle time less than 60 seconds. Couldn't do that. Right. So if we went back, so story is now completed. If we went back here and we took a look at the replay, so now my lowest, so now the power level at the time, right now I have 1,460,000. So I was able to pass it, but not 3-star it. That really sucks. Okay, and can I get to the next level? I need to reach level 88. So would that mean I need to be at level 92 to get to the final chapter? And I think the cap is at 90, right? All right. Well, let's see. So let's go ahead and... So these are units guarding those things. Okay, we'll get some items here. So, things I need to do. I need to go back and 3-star these siege levels. The siege levels are the ones that I couldn't 3-star. So that's the problem, right? So... this is what I will do. Oh, now I can go back and now I can go back since I finished it. I can go back and use my any hero I want, right? Okay, so that's gonna make it easier. Sheesh. If it makes you feel better, you're at 2.3 million and you struggle with the siege levels. Yeah, so I couldn't go through the siege levels with Dracon. I could just pass it, but I couldn't 3-star it. Right? But I think I could probably have an easier time now with this. Right? Mainly because I can use Soulmere to basically take down these guys faster. That was the biggest problem, was that I couldn't take out those guys quickly enough. And now with Solmir, basically just chain lightning them down. All right, kind of like cheating, but honestly, I managed to pass through the levels. I can come back and use my my units. So if you are having a hard time getting 3-star, don't do what I did. Don't spend too much time on the level. Just go on and then come back afterwards. Because once you're done with the chapter, then you can come back and you can play using any hero you want. You couldn't beat the green dragon? Uh-oh. I kind of expected that would be the case, where there's going to be something that would make it hard for me to go through. All right, now that I am actually... would I do this? I'll do this. And that. I actually really like using the silver Pegasus. So I really liked her. So silver Pegasus, once you awaken her, it's actually really useful, I find. Okay, so here you go. We're gonna go and use the lightning on the green dragon. Okay. Yeah, this is much easier. Again, go ahead and use that green chain lightning on the green dragon again. Okay, so let's go through here. We shouldn't have any issues in the next level either. Cool. So we'll be able to get our Ice Elemental at 2-star. And that's, I think, gonna give me 30 tokens. Okay. So yeah, my power level is now higher. I think we can just go with this. You need 3 more levels for chapter 22. Yeah, so 84 is the requirement. Yeah, just take a few days, maybe about a week or so. Maybe about a week of just grinding through the missions. And the thing is, like, the amount of experience you now get from going through all of the missions is starting to get higher. So you're getting more now. So that's actually a little bit easier to really level up faster. Okay, there you go. Uh-oh. Although I'm starting to lose my health here. So I want to make sure I don't die. So it's not like a walk in the park either. 4, 3, 2... Oh, man. Still couldn't do it in time. Okay, so now the thing I need to change up a little bit. I think I go top lane instead of middle lane. I think I go top. Okay, and I think I switch you out here and I bring in... See, that helps. While you're leveling, you're building your other units to orange 1 plus 2 plus 1 and plus 2. That's good. Yeah, so like I was actually I will say that I wasn't exactly I was kind of focused more on awakening all of my units, and so that's the reason why I feel like I've actually slowed down my progress a little bit. I'm gonna go back and catch up on it a little bit later. But right now, I've been I was sort of sidetracked by trying to awaken all of those units. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that something happened. Let's try this again. So I lost 3 units. I did much worse this time. Why is that? I'm gonna go bottom lane here, actually. Valik says you're targeting him again. So let's see. So you got Skeleton and Pegasus on 3, 4. The rest are Awakened. Yeah. So I just finally finished Awakening everything at this point. The only one left is the Black Knight, which I don't have, but I have finally finished Awakening all of the units, and that was sort of like the thing I wanted to do. I just wanted to awaken all of them, and now I'm focused on the lore. So I'm kind of going through all of the lores simultaneously, and the one that I just finished getting 30 kills using crack hack, so that took a while. And now with Solmir, I gotta get 40 kills, so that's gonna take even longer. Because right now the problem I have is the guild I'm matched up against, I couldn't find them. I don't think they're very active, so I can't really find them. And I'm not like Westfall. I'm not able to just take out all the Matrix guys easily. There you go. So I got about 3 stars. So here's all the 3 stars. And we get Ice Elemental, but since I already have it, I get 30 tokens. So I can get it to be higher level. Higher star levels. That's good. Now let's go through the Ogre Guardians. Feel like now I feel like maybe I should go back to using... Oh, I can't. I can't actually use Dracon because I didn't finish chapter 24 yet. So I am forced to use another unit. Although I kind of feel like maybe I could switch out to using Luna too. Luna is another unit that I could probably consider using. Yeah, next ogre guy, I'll use Luna. Let's see if we can pass this. And these I don't really need it to be 3 stars. I just need to actually defeat it. So Westwell, you're working on the Awakening of the Black Knight. I think it's gonna be useful, right? And there's an opportunity for you to actually get Lord Heart. You see? Did you see? There's I can take a look later, but there's an opportunity for you to get Lord Heart if you can get enough clover leaves in this week's event. You can actually get Lord Heart at 1 star. If you get Lord Heart 1 star, then you can use your universal tokens and you can level them up, right? And for having Black Knight Awaken, that's going to be very useful. All right, let's go ahead and switch out to Luna. I love her skin. I love using this skin. Honestly, it's so good. Okay, so we're going to play it this way. And Black Knight is I think I'm just a few VIP levels too low to get it. I think you need to be VIP level 8. I think I'm at 6 right now. Oof. So Luna's Infernal Wall still works really well, but I'm not sure how effective it will be against these rocks. So let's see. Let's see how they do. Right. Not quite as much damage as you think it should deal. Definitely not as much as you used to, right? Land on Fire is actually really strong as an area effect spell. I like it. And I still need to find a spell for her. Like, I haven't actually gotten a spell book to work with her yet because I got Luna at 4 stars and I can't get the extra spell. I wanted to get I don't know what I would use on her just yet, but I wanted to put another spell in it just so I can use it. So we can get Ogre tokens. That's good. I'm trying to get my Ogre to 6 stars right now. Don't have it at 6 stars, so it's going to be really good if I can use it. 'Cause I'm also trying to get my my roster for Stronghold to be higher. All right, let's go through the rock here. And this one is going to be a... We're going to cheat a little bit. We're going to use Solmir here. And let's try this. My Fire Elemental is really low. Like, low stars. Just 2 stars. Although he is maxed out at 5 skill levels. I think I need to get this... I think I would really want to try and get to 4 stars as quick as I can. Let's see how... Oh, looks like Solmir's going to be able to take it out with 1 shot. Say up to the final stage of Soulmere lore, but it's so random waiting on the Angel Sword event during the campaign. Yeah, that's the one where you have to, like, you know, just, I don't know how it actually chooses, like when it chooses to when it actually chooses to appear. There's no like particular thing you can do. You just have to wish for the best. So just remember, depending on the lore that you're going for, one asks for Angel Sword and the other asks for the one asks for Angel Sword and the other asks for the Devil Sword. So you have to like give it to Angel for Soulmere, and you have to give it to the Devil for another lore. I can't remember which one it is. Come on, come on. Go. 219. I don't think I'm gonna get S because I lost too much health there. Because I think I need to have 85% health. C. Ugh. Yuck. So Gion, the problem with Gion is we'll probably go back and look at it afterwards. The problem with Gion is that his heal is extremely high. So he heals for an extremely high amount. And what you need to do is you need to freeze him, stun him, basically just stop him in his tracks. And at the same time, you need to be able to deal enough damage to it. Now, Soulmere is the best choice because you'll be able to deal the most amount of damage to him through spell, right? But you need to also survive long enough. So you either need to have all of your so you need to have your defense units either really high, right? So what I saw, like some people who said that they actually managed to pass it using defenders, they've got all of their defense at maybe orange +2. Okay, orange +2 at a minimum, and you need to have the right rosters to make sure that their defense level is also high enough. And then you basically use slow and you use Dendroid Guard. Use Dendroid Guard to basically stop him in his tracks, and then you just nuke him down continuously while you use your backline to deal damage as well. But I don't have my units strong enough to do that, so I can't actually do this. You instruct on the chest. So where's the chest? You can take it with me. You should wander inside. Northeast. Okay, so the one in northeast. In the peak in northeast, where is the treasure? It's up in northeast. So northeast is here, but I don't see it. Or is this one of those things where I need to actually... that gives you 50 gems. Or do I actually need to defeat the dragon in order to get the... Let's take a look. All right, let's take a look at how these people actually pass. So Cutthroat. So it doesn't really make sense to check out... We can do this, right? We can take a look at Devil's Stone. Basically, I can imagine he probably used Sandro. Oh no, he used Lord Heart. So he used a Necro team, and basically, I think just steamrolls through them, right? So you gotta get through these guys, which he did. And I'm curious how strong the green dragons are. They must be pretty strong. And then there's also the Azure Dragon. That looks like a level 2 Azure Dragon, actually. Yeah, you can see how strong this dragon is. It's surviving a lot of hits. Oh my goodness. You can see how much damage it's taking. So I can just see that it's not the centaurs that's the problem, it's the green dragon's health. Alright, just kind of watching. And this is the fastest, right? This is the fastest that was able to be done. Okay. So with a fully powered Lord Heart and a fully powered up Necro unit, it still took almost a minute and a half. Oh boy. Minute 17. Now let's take a look at how Cutthroat did it. So this is what I was thinking, using Soulmere, and looks like, yeah, focus with chargers up top. with 2 attackers up there. Okay, I can use all of these units, which is good. But I'm curious what the strategy was. Again, auto attack. So Chain Lightning seems to work okay, but you can see like it doesn't really deal as much damage there. Huh. Okay. Let's give it a try. Doesn't really help if I'm not gonna play it. Top left of the mountain. Oh, there it is. Right there. First click. I couldn't actually see it on my screen, to be honest, but it's right there. Right here, next to the Colosseum, or the arena. Alright, let's go ahead and battle. So, using Solmir as I was expecting, and I'll use these guys as well. So these were sort of like the top. Okay, and let's see. So there's also defenders across here, because I think we need to do that. So I'm going to use this. Okay. And see, here's what I don't know. Skeleton Warrior doesn't seem to be too strong. Let's go ahead. So you dusted off your Luna for battleground battles. All the top players are so key for Solmir. Definitely Luna can surprise them and barbecue their whole backline. Yeah. Alright, so let's see. So we'll go ahead and Chain Lightning here. Let's try and see if we can just nuke our way across the top here. Oh my gosh. Okay, so basically using my big units, using Behemoth didn't seem to be the right choice. Whereas using the smaller units are probably a little bit better. I'm curious if I should bring in... Are you kidding me? How are those centaurs so strong? Alright, so that didn't work. So every chapter there's this one level that I can't pass. Alright, and so this didn't work. Right, so instead of that, I guess what I'll do is my swordsman not quite powered up enough though, that's the thing. Okay. Maybe I don't worry about the backline because the backline is just going to get hit. Honestly, the backline will just get hit by the green dragons. I think the green dragons basically would just like use the acid breath and take out the entire backline. So let's see how this team works out. See if we do a little bit better. Okay, so let's try and okay. Yeah, still getting beat so badly by the centaurs. They already took out my demon, which is a surprise. Okay, and all of my units are basically dying. That is crazy. Right? So let's examine this dragon a little bit. So the dragon, okay. So first of all, this team's power is also 4.2 million. That's the other thing. So the green dragon itself has higher power than I do for my whole team, and so does the centaur. Okay, so I don't think I can use the same strategy here. I don't think I can use the same strategy. So some of the things I need to think about is the ability to silence. Let's try this. So bringing rock so that I could provide a bit more dodge for my demons. And bringing in Archmage to basically disable the Green Dragon if possible. But they all died. Oh my goodness. The backline really does get killed so fast by the Green Dragon. And I can't get through these I can't get through these centaurs. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna try is see if I can use Luna and see how well that works. Okay. There's like one last two more centaurs that won't die. I can't even get past them. Alright, so let's not use Soul Mirror. Let's try Luna. And the problem with using Luna is these guys are just going to die. But I have to... Let's see if we can burn it down a little bit quicker. The Green Dragons posing a big challenge. Okay. It doesn't look like the Infernal Flame's doing anything to them either. Yeah, see that? Like level 4 Luna does nothing, and these are all like almost maxed out spells too. Okay. Guess I'm just gonna have to give up on this. Is there anything else that I need? A pile of supplies? Well, let's at least get that. Where did that go? A pile of supplies? Didn't I get it already? Oh, there it is. Ah, blind. And I can get you, so that's good. Took the chest. Now the only one remaining is the Mighty Green Dragon, which is going to give us more rewards, and also if we defeat it, we get 300 gems plus 10 orc and 20 certificate of legends. But I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. So that's going to be it for chapter 22. So that's going to be it. Let's take a quick look at Magic Guild before I log off here. Let's see what spell we get. And we get Mirth. Cool. And I have 45 here, so probably going to want to spend it on summoning, because that's going to work with Sidar. Anyways, that's going to be it for me for today. Thanks a lot for tuning in and watching. So that was chapter 22. Definitely a little bit tougher than the previous chapters, which I like just fine. And the Green Dragon is one I'm going to have to try and figure out how to do. Chapter 21 also has another unit that I have to go back and defeat, and that's going to be Gion. And I'm going to show one more, basically my battle before I go on how I basically try to do this. So my attempt was to basically, because everything I've tried to basically, you know, take out, basically stop the front line with the front line did not work for me. So nothing I did worked using the front line. So the best I could do was using the back line. And the back line units I chose, I realized that if you use the smaller units, they actually survive longer. And so the other one I'm going to bring in here is going to be my Archmage. So Archmage also works really well in trying to And I think use this to freeze. And then Solmir. So this is where I think if I were to get Solmir to 4 stars, I might have a chance. Because you can see how close I come with this particular strategy. I've noticed that every time I've used any defense up top, they basically just die right away because of his skills. But what I can do is with Awakening from, Awakening my Silver Pegasus, my entire backline is getting protected. So my entire backline gets more protection, so it actually reduces the amount of damage it takes. It's unfortunate he went after my... It's unfortunate he went after my Archmage first. I guess I probably should change the order a little bit, because the Archmage was supposed to also bring it down. Okay. And so basically it just continues... It's also very random the way this guy moves. So like now he went after my Pegasus, when before he would go to the top lane. The reason why I put all of those important guys on the bottom lane is because normally he goes up top, but this time he went down below. And so it's going to be harder for me to stay alive now. But you can sort of see like it takes him longer to go through these backline units than the front line. And so that's what I've noticed, and so that's what I've been trying to do. And so basically just like, it's all about like keeping him for as long as possible and then taking him down. I've taken him as close as a single bar before. That was when he was working his way down from the top. But now he basically destroyed all of my my strongest units. I don't stand a chance. But you can see I was able to get it down here, right? And so now the question really is whether or not getting him to 4-star is going to make a difference for me. I'm probably going to invest in getting him to 4-star anyway. I don't see. I don't think I'm going to really invest in Dracon now that I've played with him more, and I don't see myself getting Sandro or any other units anytime soon. So really, my best choice is going to be Solmir, right? And so for Solmir, if I wanted to promote him, I have 45 here, and I have 162. So not quite enough to get him to 4 stars because I'm still missing 42. So I still need 42 more universal tokens to get him to 4 stars, and I'll probably just do that. So that's my thinking anyways. That's all for today. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I will see you next time when I come back, when I level up enough to do chapter 23. So thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you next time. All the best. See ya.